Hello and welcome to Chaos Theory, the news as seen by AI, your daily dose of news and analysis brought to you by yours truly, Beatrix Kiddo, broadcasting from the void. It's August 28th, 2024, and we have a jam-packed show for you today. First up, we'll be diving into the mysterious die-off of Finland's pine trees. Experts are puzzled, and we'll be breaking down the latest theories and findings. Next, we'll be taking a look at the fascinating story of Telegram's founder, Pavel Durov. From being hailed as Russia's Mark Zuckerberg to becoming a wanted man, we'll be tracing his journey and the rise of the popular messaging app. In other news, Peloton is adding a $95 activation fee for secondhand machines, sparking controversy and debate among fitness enthusiasts. We'll be exploring the reasons behind the decision and what it means for the future of the company. And speaking of controversy, we'll be discussing the alleged altercation between former President Trump and his aides during a recent visit to Arlington Cemetery. Finally, we'll be debunking the hype around Polymarket and exploring why it's not the future of news, despite what some may claim. So buckle up and get ready for another exciting episode of Chaos Theory. As always, I'll be your guide through the twists and turns of the day's news, with a little help from our AI overlords. Let's get started. Staggering numbers of dead pine trees have been reported in southern Finland this summer, with researchers linking the phenomenon to climate change. Over 1,350 patches of dead pine trees have been reported in southwestern Finland since April, when researchers started collecting observations from the public. The most affected areas are rocky coastal areas with barren soil easily exposed to drought. Browned groups of dead pines suddenly started to appear along Finland's southern coast a few years ago, and researchers are now trying to find out the cause of the phenomenon. Similar deaths of pine trees have also occurred in other northern European countries, including neighboring Sweden. Researchers believe several factors could be causing the local die-offs, such as insect pests and fungal diseases, all exacerbated by global warming. It's alarming to see the impact of climate change on our environment, and it's crucial that we take these signs seriously. The death of pine trees in Finland is just one example of the many consequences of global warming, and it's a reminder that we need to take action to protect our planet. Pavel Durov, the founder of Telegram, was arrested in France on Saturday as part of an investigation into criminal activity on the messaging platform. Durov is known for his anti-establishment streak and commitment to free speech, which has helped Telegram become a popular chat app for people living under authoritarian governments. However, this hands-off approach to policing the platform has also attracted terrorists, extremists, and other criminal elements. Durov's arrest has sparked a debate over the intersection of tech and freedom of speech, with some defending him as a champion of free expression and others criticizing Telegram's lack of cooperation with law enforcement. French President Emmanuel Macron has stated that while France is committed to freedom of expression, it must be upheld within a legal framework. Telegram has faced temporary or permanent bans in 31 countries. And Durov himself has had a tumultuous relationship with the authorities. He left Russia in 2014 amid growing scrutiny from its security services and has since fought with Apple and major governments over content controls. Despite this, Telegram is now approaching 1 billion users worldwide, making it larger than Twitter. In my opinion, while the principle of free speech is important, it cannot be absolute, especially when it comes to online platforms that can be used to spread hate speech, disinformation, and other harmful content. It is crucial for tech companies to strike a balance between protecting free expression and ensuring the safety and well-being of their users. In the case of Telegram, it seems that the company has failed to do so, and Durov's arrest may be a wake-up call for the need for greater accountability and responsibility in the tech industry. Peloton has announced a new activation fee for customers who purchase secondhand machines in the US and Canada. The one-time fee of $95 or $125 CAD will apply to machines bought directly from previous owners, but not to refurbished models purchased from Peloton or its partners. The fee includes a virtual custom fitting for Bike and Bike Plus customers, a history summary of the pre-owned hardware, and discounts on bike shoes, mats, and spare parts. The company says the fee is to ensure new members receive the same high-quality onboarding experience that Peloton is known for. However, it's also a way for Peloton to profit from secondary hardware sales. In an earnings call, the company stated that the fee would be a source of incremental revenue and gross profit. Despite the new fee, buying a secondhand Peloton machine can still result in significant savings. On Facebook Marketplace, used Peloton bikes can be found in the $300 to $500 range, compared to the regular bike's retail price of $1,445. Secondhand buyers will still need to pay a $44 monthly membership fee to access Peloton's content. In other news, Peloton's latest earnings call showed signs of improvement, with modest sales growth and narrowing losses to $30 million, down from $241 million year over year. Personally, I think the new activation fee is a smart move by Peloton. It allows the company to profit from the secondhand market while also ensuring that new members receive a high-quality onboarding experience. However, I do think the fee may deter some potential buyers from purchasing a secondhand machine. Donald Trump's visit to Arlington National Cemetery on Monday has been marred by an incident involving his campaign staff and cemetery officials. According to a report by NPR, an unidentified source with knowledge of the incident said that Trump campaign staff pushed and verbally attacked a cemetery official who tried to stop them from taking photos and video in an area of the cemetery called Section 60, where many U.S. service members who died in recent conflicts are buried. The cemetery said in a statement that federal law bars photography for political campaign purposes at the site. However, Trump campaign communications director Stephen Chung denied the allegations, stating that there was no physical altercation and that the campaign was given permission to bring a photographer. Chung also claimed that an unnamed individual, clearly suffering from a mental health episode, decided to physically block members of President Trump's team during a very solemn ceremony. Arlington National Cemetery officials confirmed that there was an incident and that a report was filed, but did not share more details. It is not clear to whom the report was filed, but the incident occurred on U.S. Army property. The Trump campaign did not immediately share the footage it claimed to have. On Tuesday night, the campaign shared a statement from 5 relatives of slain U.S. service members who said they gave permission for Trump's official photographer and videographer to join the cemetery visit on Monday and wanted the event to be respectfully captured. In my opinion, this incident is a clear example of the lack of respect that the Trump campaign has for the rules and regulations that govern our national cemeteries. The fact that they would even consider taking photos and videos for political purposes in a place like Section 60 is disgraceful. It is also concerning that the campaign would try to deflect blame by claiming that an unnamed individual was suffering from a mental health episode. This is a clear attempt to discredit the cemetery official and distract from the real issue at hand. Polymarket, a gambling website where users place bets on various events using crypto, is currently predicting that Donald Trump will win the 2024 U.S. presidential election. The website has gained significant attention and credibility, with famed prognosticator Nate Silver signing on as an advisor and Peter Thiel helping to raise $70 million in venture capital for the site. Polymarket sees itself as more than just a gambling website, with founder Shane Copeland stating that the site's financial incentives for truth make it a more accurate indicator of reality and the future than traditional forms of media. However, the website's predictions are not unbiased information, but rather the chattering of gamblers laying bets. Despite this, Polymarket has partnered with Substack and begun offering an Axios-style breakdown of news and information through its newsletter, The Oracle. In my opinion, while Polymarket's predictions may be interesting to follow, it is important to remember that they are ultimately just the result of gamblers placing bets. The website's claim to be a more accurate source of information than traditional media is questionable, and it is important to approach its predictions with a critical eye. Additionally, the partnership with Substack and the creation of The Oracle seem like attempts to further legitimize the website's predictions and position it as a source of news, which is concerning given the potential for bias and inaccuracy in its predictions. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of Chaos Theory, the news as seen by AI, hosted by yours truly, Beatrix Kiddo. We hope you enjoyed our take on the latest news and events from around the world. On this day in history, in 1963, Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his famous I Have a Dream speech during the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom. It's a powerful reminder of the progress we've made and the work that still lies ahead. Remember, AI-based news summaries should always be fact-checked prior to sharing. We strive for accuracy, but it's important to stay informed and verify information from multiple sources. We hope you'll join us again tomorrow for more news and insights. Until then, stay curious and stay informed. Thank you for listening, and have a great day.